So what's for dinner?
Okay. All right. Have you got the server up yet,
Yeah.
Connor?
Oh yeah, it's here.
Great.
Let's see if it lets you join.
Time to find out. Oh boy!
Cause I'm a real boy.
There we go. Jacob's finishing up his food. He'll be along shortly.
So what's for dinner?
Salmon and mashed potatoes.
Mm. How was the salmon cooked?
It looks like oil, cooked in oil, with some seasoning on top. I'm tasting garlic, pepper, a couple other spices. It's quite good. Quite good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put my clothing back on.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Because just like my character, I am shirtless in real life. That's right. It is a Valheim topless stream, everybody. But unfortunately for you, I'm a man, and fortunately for you, I don't do a webcam. So what was the point of me saying I'm shirtless? You'll never know. Abe will never know. Abe, why are you having a camera in here?
No reason. No reason.
Oh.
How are you this day, Connor?
I am tired.
I know what you mean.
Ugh.
I know what you mean.
Like, I feel like I have not had good rest since, 2001?
Damn. Really?
Yeah, just like a series of world-shattering events started around that time and haven't stopped.
I get it. Navigating all those planes to hit those targets, it took a lot out of you.
Yeah, speaking of which, have you noticed that they hit the second tower has, like, cropped up again recently?
Yeah.
Why?
It cropped.
Why?
I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
That's such a bizarre, like, I don't want to call it a meme, but I guess it is technically a meme by the definition of meme. Yeah.
It's a meme kind of in the same way, and again, this is coming from a Jewish person, that Anne Frank is a meme.
Yeah. Yeah. Or that, what is it, potatoes and alcohol, or a meme for the Irish.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, you know, who knows? I saw a funny meme pertaining to it's hitting the second tower. It was a British version. Your Majesty, the double decker's hitting the second Big Ben, and then another Big Ben gets hit by a flying double decker bus. Pretty stupid.
You know, I guess that's one thing that has made it slightly better with time is that we can. Oh God, Abe. I just noticed.
What?
Come here and look that way.
What?
We have two towers. Oh my God, 24 years later, we can laugh about it in a morbid way. Jesus Christ. That's where I was going with that, to a certain extent.
I mean, look, there's something wrong with having a morbid sense of humor. I had a funny little morbid story. So my parents recently have retired to Costa Rica. Good for them. They're enjoying a beautiful time in a beautiful country with a lower cost of living and a lot of American expats. Good for them.
Yeah, and apparently the housing, like, they should buy houses there because the housing market there is going to blow up soon.
It very well might. But I got an email from my dad the other day, reminding me that Mother's Day was right around the corner. It is this Sunday
The
in the
11th.
United States of America, and probably in some other countries too.
It is
And
this
that
Sunday, the 11th, to put date and time to this stream.
Yes. Yes. Well, I mean, you can see that on the VOD when it's posted and get context from that.
I don't put
But
dates.
yeah, but the date that you can see when the video is posted. Did you not know that?
I very rarely post things on the time they're supposed to be posted.
All right, fair enough. But
You're assuming core competence from me, and this channel has proven that I don't have that.
all right, fair enough. But let me finish. Let me finish. So, Mother's Day, Sunday. I should send my mom an e-card because it'll cheer her up. It'll make her happy. It'll show her that, yeah, I'm thinking of her. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do that. Just that. I set up an e-card to be sent to my mom. It's scheduled to end up in her email box on Mother's Day. But I also made another version of that same e-card. It's exact same e-card, which I sent to my dad immediately. And it goes a little something like this: a little otter wearing a beautiful floral wreath on its head pops up out of a stump and says, "Please, you've got to help me. Your sadistic son has kidnapped my family and will skin them alive unless I wish you a happy Mother's Day." Oh dear God, he's doing it anyway. No, please, stop it. How's this for a Mother's Day card? Smiley face. That's the little otter snuggling her cub. It's a happy Mother's Day. So I sent that off to my dad's email, and I got a response this morning. "Oh my gosh, I'm laughing so hard. This is so funny. Oh Lord, thank goodness your mom was out taking a walk. I don't have to explain to her I'm laughing like a maniac. I'm so sorry you got your messed up sense of humor from me."
So,
What really makes it great is it's the exact same template. So when my mom opens up her Mother's Day card and shows it to my dad, there's going to be a brief moment in time where he thinks the otter is going to start saying how her family has been kidnapped, is being skinned in front of her eyes. This is going to be really funny.
you want to know what will be even funnier?
What?
For Father's Day, you need to send him an otter skin.
Nah.
Like a fake otter skin.
Yeah.
A fake one. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not an actual otter skin. We here at Wit and Twit do not condone the skinning of small children or animals for the sake of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
We do, however, think it's funny.
Food?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. It is funny. I will fully admit that it is funny.
Yeah, I'm also referencing Team 4-Star. We here at Team 4-Star do not condone the violence against children. We do, however, find it incredibly funny.
Why do I have two beds? What the shit?
How did you set double spawn point?
I guess I did. Let me make a new bed. Bed.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, and of course, Yorm has yet to see the new building. He hasn't seen it yet.
Shit. So what's funnier? Violence against children or the violence of children against others?
The violence. Okay, are the children being violent to other children, or are they being violent to adults? I feel like this is
Those
important.
kids are rated E for everyone.
See, I think if it's children against adults, it's hilarious. Children on
Yeah.
children,
Depends
Adults
on the situation.
adults on children, it varies heavily depending upon the situation and whether or not. No. Hear me out. So, for example, I can't remember what anime it was. Or maybe it was just a comic. I think it was a comic strip, actually. A hero lands on a boat, and this is not like you're morally upright. No, it was Batman. It's fucking Batman. The new Batman, where he's a civil engineer and built like a brick shithouse.
Right?
Oh, you haven't heard about this? I'll get into that in a second. So Batman lands on this like cartel boss's yacht, and henchmen come at him. And one of the hench people looks to be like a child, and like coming at him with a knife. And it's masked child, so you can't really tell if it's a child or just like a short person. But this Batman, who again is built like a brick shithouse, just caught thunk. Hey Adam. To the point where like his leg is as big as the Joker was. He picks up this little thing and it doesn't like try to deal with it or go, I'm adopt this orphan and raise it right. No, fucking takes it and football punts it off the boat.
What, the child?
The potential child, yeah, that came at him with a knife.
Damn, that's hardcore. What the fuck?
I don't know. I feel like children being violent to others is funnier. But I don't know. I don't like adults being violent to children.
You ever see that meme?
Yorm, come here. Behold.
Not see me?
Yes, I know. Behold, the
Yeah.
smithy.
Did you not see me run inside, look around?
No, I did
and run
not.
Back out?
I
Why
did
is
not
there
see you
nothing
do this.
upstairs?
Because we're gonna
Also,
put storage
really
upstairs.
This is very nice, by the way.
Thank you. We worked our butts off last time.
Okay, so
I think it came out quite nicely.
Where's my shit?
I don't know.
we did various boxes. Anyways, before we continue, gentlemen, please take a look at stuff from stream. And those of you watching at home can also, who have joined the Discord, can also see the referenced image of Absolute Batman that I am talking about.
Wait, it's in the.
I see.
Discord?
Well, that's not. I don't know if that's. I don't know how I would describe that. I don't know if I would describe that as funny or dark or what.
What the fuck? No, what are those tendrils? That thing is not human.
It's like a kid in a hoodie or some kind of costume or something.
No. Those are tentacles on the back of its head.
I know. There's other scenes of it. That is a costumed mook.
What in the fuck? Also,
The kid had an adult partner also dressed in a similar fashion. But yeah, that Batman is a unit. And also, fun fact about that Batman, you know that big, huge bat symbol on his chest?
yeah.
He can take it off, and it's an axe.
Damn.
Like, he attaches a handle to it, and it's an axe.
Also, I want to point out, in the first scene on the top left, there is no flotation device. In the middle scene, he forces a flotation device onto the child. He then, yes, you can see in that middle section on the top.
Yeah, the orange. Yeah.
He then punts the child into the water.
All right.
He did not just punt a child. He safely punted the child.
Safely punted the forgiven value of safely, of course. He safely punted the child. All right, so today.
Hang on.
Hold on.
I found the page before that.
Great. Objectives for today.
I guess those are tentacles.
Look, we need to get some kind of farm set up, all right? We only have so much food. We need to start, farming. I think that's what we should focus on.
Did I bring the hoe?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm just gotta find it.
Oh, did we set up all the
I got it.
The upgrade stuff for like for the workbench.
Yeah,
I
good.
want to upgrade my flint axe to
Yorm.
to
Yorm.
a lot.
Yorm.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Oh hey. Whee! That is very satisfying, by the way.
It is.
Oh hell yeah.
It
Yeah.
really is.
The first level crafting area has all 3 main crafting benches.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, the upstairs will have some storage,
Hot.
and it'll also have the magic crafting and the spindle.
Eventually.
Yeah, which I do
When we
at
get
some
that
point.
sorted out.
Yeah, I kind of also have to go and get that again. There is also metal storage underneath the stairs. Did you see the secret stair chest?
I did not actually. Oh, look at you.
Utilizing the space efficiently this time and making a beautiful blacksmith. Granted, this is like blacksmithery stage 1. Once we get and find I'm gonna make a farm. I'm gonna go make a farm. Where would you like me to make the farm?
Okay, so I'm thinking we make the farm kind of outside the base. We're gonna want a little fence around it. I'm thinking if we build the farm all the way out here, I feel like here should be a good place for a farm. Hello, Nick.
Where'd my flint go?
It's in one of the chests somewhere. Could you do you have a hoe on you?
What the fuck is a thunderstone?
I have. Is this a hoe? Am I holding a hoe?
I think so.
Houston, is this a hoe? I think this is a hoe. Okay,
I need
yes.
Ores and some flint.
Yeah. Because we need to level out. We need to level out a farm area.
All right. In this direction. Towards me, not towards the hill, because we're going to be building a big wall. We're going to be building a trench, etc.
I need to go back and get food because I am getting low on stamina.
But yeah, all right.
Should probably wear at least my cloak. Oh, there it is. I just have it on me.
I could wear my cloak, I guess. I guess I could.
It wasn't. It was the cultivator. That is what I wanted.
Wait, who's Admiral Eon?
Adam.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam. How you doing, bud? What are we eating?
The small child.
What's who eating? Children.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of which, Adam, did I ever invite you? Yeah, you're part of the Discord. Aren't you? I swear I have. Yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, because there's the you see the stuff from stream channel in there that has the stuff that we post when we talk about things in stream. Yeah. All right, hang on. I brought seeds with me today. But yeah, I highly recommend checking out the Absolute DC Comics series. Because Mr. Mr.
Classic.
Mixoplexix? Mr.
We know who you're trying to talk about.
Mr. Leprechaun Boy.
Yeah,
He's not a leprechaun. He's a what?
he's like a sixth dimensional being of some sort, or fifth dimensional being, or whatever. He's not even a god. He's just a being from a higher dimension. Did I not have? I could have sworn I had carrots. We've got a fuck ton of barley and wheat. What the hell happened to our
I swear
carrots?
I had carrots.
Got turnips. I've got onions. Carrot seeds. Turnip seeds. Okay, so I've got carrots and turnip seeds, so I can leave the turnips there, and I just need to plant 35 seed onions. Okay, sorry. Sorry, was Matt doing weird math things in my head. It's fine. Anyway, so, Mr. Mixel...
Calculating the total mass of the average human scrotum.
Yes, that's...
Human ball sack.
Yeah, napkin math for tungsten ball sacks.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute. But anyways, the Absolute series is Mr. Mixelplixix resets the universe and tries to take away each hero's defining feature, right?
So he gives Batman a pair of parents?
No. His idea of the defining feature for Batman was, what if Batman but no money?
No, his,
Hmm.
his defining feature is money.
Yes.
He has no money.
Well, then he just becomes another fucking crazy guy.
No,
Look.
he becomes a civil engineer, builds a tower that is the Batcave, and punches
Look.
small children off of boats.
Look, if you have money, you're not insane. You're eccentric. If you don't have money, you're a nut job. That's how this works.
Yeah. But, yeah, so it was like, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I think it was like, Superman's defining feature is growing up in Kansas, so what if Superman instead grew up on Krypton before its destruction and then came to Earth? Wonder Woman's was like, what if she was not raised on Themyscira, she was actually raised
By a misogynist.
technically, yes, I think she's raised in Hades. Which in the
That's a little
DC,
fucked up.
I mean, in the DC universe, Hades is not a fun place. But yeah, it like not only did it not drastically
Arguably, that is untrue.
what that her defining
Because-
trait is whatever.
No, Hades being bad.
I specifically stated in the DC universe.
I mean, I argue if you kidnap your niece and force her to marry you, you're kind of fucked up. Just a rule of thumb.
Depending on the myth.
Yeah, depending on the myth.
That's where spring. That's where the seasons come from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your point.
It's still fucked up.
But is it though? Is it
Yes!
though? Because some of them are like
They're all
went
fucked
along
up.
with it.
Yeah, she fell in love with him, but that doesn't change the fact that he still kidnapped her.
No. So, depending on the story, it's she fell in love with him. He did all of this to try to keep her with him, and she knew it was going on. She went along with it. You know, like when you plan something for somebody and you know it's being planned like a surprise party, and you like, oh, you planned this for me? I'm so surprised.
There's also there's actually some myths where it wasn't so much that he kidnapped her into Hades with the pomegranate seeds, but it was she ate the pomegranate seeds because it was a reason for her to stay where her mother didn't want her to stay at all, and would have forced her to not stay, and so she ate the seeds as, oh, but I ate the seeds and I can't leave for 6 months. Yeah, there's some variations on the myth, but
I don't know. It just seems a little bit sus. Okay.
It can be, yes.
A little sus.
No, I'm not gonna argue with that. It can, depending upon the mythos, it can be a little sus. Regardless of that mythos, in the DC universe, Hades is not usually a great place, but is at least usually better than anything Ares is up to.
Because Hades is the only afterlife, period. So Hades is both punishment, reward, and you didn't really do much of anything, my guy. You're kind of just here.
Well, yeah,
Kind of just vibing.
Hades has different areas. The Elysium Fields. It has what is it? Tartarus. It has a lot of other things. Yeah, that's the Greek mythos as opposed to the DC universe. Because DC universe has a whole bunch of different afterlives.
True.
But anyways, the whole point of the Absolute series is that Mr. Mixelplixix vastly didn't understand the heroes or what really made them them. Because his idea of what defined them backfires on him, essentially. Like, Superman is still kind of caring, but now he's a little bit darker, a little bit more jaded, but he's still more or less Superman. He's just very cynical. Batman is still Batman, beating up homeless people in the American unhealthcare system for just trying to make a living as a goon. Only this time now he's built like a brick shit house, so the bone instead of bone breakage, it's bone powdering.
Wasn't he always a brick shit house?
No, he was always built. But if you take a look at the images of him, he is what is it? The normal Batman is 6 foot something and very athletic, whereas in this one, the absolute Batman is like 6'5", like 4 foot wide, and looks like he eats bricks for lunch. Like, think construction worker.
All I can say is that the most ripped unit of a Batman I've ever witnessed is Adam West.
Well,
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
A bomb. Correct.
Standard Batman, like before this, he was legitimately he was at the boundary of human. He bordered on superhuman.
In intelligence, I wouldn't say he bordered on that in terms of physicality.
Yes, physicality. He could lift more than an Olympic weightlifter.
I mean, the guy went up against Bane who knows how many times. And that dude does hardcore fucking steroids and shit.
Bane is superhuman. He's the way he is because of Venom. Whereas Batman he doesn't do drugs most of the time. Depending on the universe, he does do drugs.
Yeah.
But typically speaking, Batman is peak human. Like, peak. Like he is Eddie Hall. Like, in that size body. Like, if like terms of strength, he's Eddie Hall in a smaller body. Like, he's fucking a monster. Like, he's almost inhuman in how he is.
This man downing Monster energy drinks.
Fucking a monster. I mean, depending on continuity, he does.
Yeah.
But hang on. I gotta find this. Yeah. So let me find you an image of what I mean by he is a built like a brick shithouse.
Oh, the frickin'! If that's a normal size, like how old is that kid? Like, depending on how old that kid is, I have a general idea of how brick house he is.
Because he's a brick house. I'm going to sleep.
I've got boars to kill. I can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
I'm coming to sleep too.
I mean, they're out there in the day. You can kill them anytime, dude.
Yeah, but I've found more boars right now than I have at any other point. Get back here, boar. Take your look. Yeah. Just one more. No.
Mmm.
Oh,
Goddamn Batman.
Get your ass.
Batman. Oh, I realized I haven't opened up the stream. I can't see anything.
Sorry, guys. I'm coming.
What about the cocaine-powered superhero that would be his absolute...
Oh God! What's his face?
I know who you're talking
I know
about,
who you're
too.
talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
God. I don't know, because there was
Yeah, his
only the
power is
3...
cocaine.
He'd be straight edge, bro. He'd be straight edge and take power from that. Also, where the fuck are our beds?
But head over to the forge. Head over to our markers. There you go. I just moved the building, the temporary shack. I just moved it.
Yeah.
Connor, what are you doing?
I hit a button. I didn't mean to hit that button.
What are you doing? Oh fuck.
Snowflake.
That's right, Snowflame. He was the cocaine guy.
Yeah. And also, apparently I was wrong. It wasn't Mr.
Cocaine isn't
Mixelplexix.
Deadpool's.
It was
Cocaine isn't. Sorry, please continue.
It was Darkseid
Ah.
that did it. So
Well,
this
that takes the yeah.
Yeah. So this one, it's established that Earth Alpha has been reshaped by Darkseid's essence, as he's bent on creating a world driven by challenge and turmoil in which heroes are the small chaos rather than the established parts of the system. So vital parts of the characters are stripped while keeping the central message and key personality traits intact, i.e. Batman's wealth, Diana's childhood, and Kal-El being raised on Krypton as a small boy instead of as a baby.
And Snowflame not doing drugs. But look, Jacob, Deadpool, right? Cocaine isn't Deadpool's superpower. Deadpool just does a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. There's a difference.
Well, with his understanding of people, I feel like he'd think that's where his power comes from.
What, Deadpool?
Yeah. No.
No.
Whatever his name, Mixelplexix.
Mr.
Oh.
Mixelplexix. Yeah, well,
I
yeah,
mean-
this one's Darkseid, not Mr. Mixelplexix, but also apparently, Absolute Flash, there is no Speed Force, which is weird. I don't know how that works.
He does cocaine.
Yeah, apparently.
He does cocaine. I don't think that's true, but I kind of want it to be true just a little bit.
Level for things is 5, right?
What?
What do you mean? For like stats? In
Wait,
game?
Or
Are you-
like an item for an item.
Oh.
Yeah, I think 5 is the max. But not all things can go to 5.
Into X.
Oh,
4! It's 4! Oh
And
my
neck.
god, yes!
Oh, this brings
Hell
up
yeah!
this brings up an excellent point that I was going to make. I don't want us to fight bosses yet because the killing of bosses is what changes these encounters. So if we want to build and explore, we need to not kill bosses until
Yeah.
we've built and explored.
Yeah, that way we get, free neck and boar meat.
Yeah.
I'm digging. I'm digging this.
That, and we don't have to worry about, trying to rebuild this base and a fooling fucking invasion happens or fucking flame people show up or whatever. It's necks and boars or maybe gray dwarfs or whatever trying to invade us, which is way less damaging. Oh man, Absolute Martian Manhunter is weird. That one is a private detective is possessed by an alien named the Martian.
What?
Yeah, I don't really get that, and it's slowly driving him insane. Apparently,
Can I have any of the leather scraps you guys got from that?
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Leather scraps. There's some leather scraps in here. I'm putting them all together. There we go.
Yeah, we should have a holy crap load of them somewhere, though.
I don't know if we brought them though.
Yeah, I don't
We
think
did. We did. I think they're down here. Boar's Head.
Uh-oh. Not Boar's Head.
Man,
I don't want to get
that's-
Listeria.
I mean,
But,
Boar's Head Tavern is good.
Oh yeah.
Pot dealer in a
Just got
sex.
a
Wait,
lunch
Snowflame is a pot dealer in the sex dungeon. What? I swear we brought the leathers. Did we not bring the boar leather with us, or did that
No,
all
we
get
didn't.
used?
I don't think we brought it. What would
Huh.
we have used it on?
I mean, I've used it for various crafts occasionally, but I guess we didn't bring it.
Well-
That's interesting.
I am going to be using. I'm going to be naked and using the weapon type of the current biome. So,
Going full unga bunga.
Yep. I'm going to be a naked man.
Oh yeah, and we didn't bring the armors either. We'll have to go back for the armors and
I've
trophies
got
and whatnot.
some like bronze shit that I'm wearing.
Yeah, but we have the troll suit that he could wear.
Oh yeah, true.
We just need to go. I just need to go and get it sometime.
Actually,
The straps are in this. Oh, the boar straps are in the sex dungeon. Probably.
No,
It's
that-
entirely
that
possible.
tracks.
That tracks a lot.
that tracks.
All right. Let me see this.
Circular shield.
Absolute.
Also, the stag breaker might be really good, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Absolute Green Lantern is there is no. I don't think there's any. I don't think Oa exists because the whole point is the human Green Lanterns become Green Lanterns after a large Green Lantern falls from the sky and crushes a town, causing widespread paranoia. It's apparently supposed to be more of a horror book. That's cool.
You know, I wish it was Mixoplex. You know? That
Yeah.
guy- this kind of shit seems right up his alley, but it explains why everything is so dark, you know? Fucking dark side fucking everything up.
I was
What a bitch.
also correct. It was Diana is raised in hell rather than on Themyscira.
Max.
Oh, that's interesting. She's taken to hell by the god Apollo and entrusted to the witch Circe, who becomes her adoptive mother.
No.
So it's a blend of Amazonian prowess and dark sorcery. Interesting.
That's pretty interesting, yeah.
See,
Uh,
those are the kinds of things. The absolute universe just seems so cool to me. Because, like I said, what is Batman without his wealth? And the whole thing is he's a 24-year-old blue-collar civil engineer who operates at night to fight crime as the vigilante Batman. He's also stalked by the secret agent Alfred Pennyworth.
ah.
I thought I am Mickey.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm just absolutely astounded by the absolute. I gotta read the absolute Batman now. I'm getting distracted by it.
Yeah, completely understandable. I am going to create out here. I'm going to create an area to keep boar. All right, so we can capture some boar, tame some boar, name some boar, and eventually eat boar on the regular.
That reminds me, I forgot to mark it on a map. I did come across a boar stone which had a 1-star boar.
Do you
I have to
guys
find it again.
have any attachment to the leather, to the deer leather that's in the chest?
No,
I
the
don't.
yeah. If you want the deer leather, go for it.
Cool.
The resources are there to be resourced. The only ones I would recommend not using are the higher tier stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you want the low tier stuff, we can get tons of that. You asked about the Thunderstone. That was the key component for the Obliterator, which we do need to make again.
Thunderstone.
I've talked about it before, but I miss the more recent adult version of the Thundercats that they made. I'm not talking about the Thundercats Go series.
I'm sorry, the adult version of the Thundercats?
Yeah, it was done in like the early 2000s. It had
You
my
must
god.
understand, when you say the adult version of the Thundercats, that could mean a lot of different things.
God
You keep your
damn
head
it.
out of the fucking gutter, you bastard.
Yeah.
This is not your first one of these streams.
Now sponsored by Bad Dragon.
Now sponsored by Bad Dragon. Okay? You know what you're getting.
It's true. Also, I have to realize that there's delay. So, like, I'm talking about Thundercats and the more recent version of Thundercats, and then I just see getting a Raichu, and I'm trying to remember what that's for, and then I realize, oh yeah, we were talking about a Thunderstone.
What?
It's Raichu. You use a Thunderstone to get a Raichu. Yeah, see?
Yeah. I see.
It's the ADHD brain. We're already 5 topics deep by the time the stream catches up and you can comment on it.
Wow.
Jesus, Pearl.
Same.
What?
Oh!
The
No, we talked about this before. The Tampax... I talked about it on this. I could have sworn I talked to you about this a little bit. Pearl Jam... now, like, Tampax now being sponsored by Pearl Jam or vice versa. And so the Tampax Pearl... because it protects you whether or not you have an even flow. And it flies like butterflies. You know, Pearl Jam, the song. Even flow? Come on.
No. I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, Philistines.
No.
Wood arrows are just wood. This is great.
Yeah, wood arrows are just wood.
I'm an idiot. I used all the leather. I am, however, a berserk right now, which is great.
I mean, you could go kill boar.
No. I need leather.
Go kill deer.
Deer.
Make spears and go hunt them by throwing the spear. Go full unga bunga.
Go full unga bunga, alright?
Yeah.
Full.
Bro,
You don't go
I will be
hard.
in the fucking end game with flint weapons. Don't tempt me.
Do it.
Do not tempt me.
I will also give you we will make an early game feast, and that's all you can eat. We will spruce it up a little bit with the Bog Witch spices, but it'll just be Meadows Feast.
A meadow feast.
You don't understand.
It's not a feast, it's a meadow feast.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Club. Should I just stay with the flint? Wait, that's blunt. Gotta have all your damage types, I guess.
Yeah.
Do I need a knife?
Knife.
The knives do something. I think they have they have better backstab. Yes, the knives do something. Connor, with his infinite wisdom, knives do something.
Knives do something. Put that on a t-shirt. Somebody, quick. Put that on a t-shirt. Good life lesson right there.
Knives do something.
They do something. For the record, they do something. Heaven help us.
God damn it.
Even heaven can't help me. What is it? Government cannot stop me. Psychiatrists cannot stop me. Have you ever heard the little quote line? Mental hospital cannot stop me. Government cannot stop me.
Not ringing a bell, to be honest.
Oh man, I gotta find this.
Where is it? Where's? Did I use all the goddamn? I'm a
How have you already used this all the scrap?
Cause I'm an idiot, I guess. Can't.
You never go full unga bunga.
This
Unless
is
you're
all
prepared.
I'm gonna have for this. It's just onga bunga. That's it. Only.
All this work and so little to show.
Is it? Wow, it's all just. It's all just.
It's all unga bungas all the way down.
There is a flint spear in this chest. Can I
Yeah,
take it?
go for it.
Thanks, bud.
It's true.
I found it.
True.
I found it. I found the sound. I'm gonna put it.
Quack.
Yeah, there's the even flow, Pearl Jam, even flow. And there's the sound too. For those of you listening on stream.
Oh, this was almost perfect.
What the hell was I talking about? I was talking about things. What was I talking about?
All right, I've created a pen for boar. Will it work to contain the boar? I don't know, but it is a pen. And we can eventually put boar into this pen.
Yeah, which means we gotta find a 1 or 2-star boar and start breeding like Brock.
Are you gagging for Brock?
No,
Neither am I.
that's a decent looking pen. Yeah, I would. We're definitely gonna have to reinforce this later, though.
Yeah, I know. This is. I mean, you know what? Fuck it.
Well, I mean, we should just build a stone pen at some point. But that we could do that later. This is fine for now. We still have to find the boar to bring them back here, and then we can migrate them into a stone building.
Wait. Using stone walls?
Yeah. It should help protect them a little bit more from like trolls and shit.
Fuck.
What?
That's such a good idea. You know what? I don't fucking care. This is fun.
Yeah, like I said, it's not something we have to do now. It's just something we should do eventually.
Hey, torches degrade, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, oh, this sucks.
That's. I mean, that's why we have the fairies, and I have a lantern hat. Do you want a lantern hat?
Nah, I'm good.
Mm. Hey, Abe. Abe.
I have a lantern.
Abe.
Yes. Yes.
Abe.
Yes. 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 I'm walking at you. I'm walking in. I'm walking in.
Am
Have we
I
ever talked about that?
I'm walking here. I feel like it, but am I bright to you?
You got a little blue dot on the top of your head.
Yeah, but can you see my light?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we ever talked about this, but here's a fun little fact. That quote, "I'm walking here," right? Dustin Hoffman made it in that movie about the gay cowboy or whatever. So they're walking down this. They're walking along the sidewalk. They're crossing the street at the crosswalk right in New York, and the driver in the car almost hit Dustin Hoffman in real life. That whole sequence ad-libbed, right? Dustin Hoffman just leaned into it. I'm walking here, and the guy cussing him out and flipping the bird, real human, actually flipping him off.
That's kind of
New
great.
York, what a place. But yeah, it made it into the movie.
You know,
Should I go with a fine wood or crude wood bow?
I'm wet.
neither.
I must dry off.
If you're
I'm
doing
sleeping.
current stuff, you need to go with a crude bow.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm sleeping, everybody.
Yeah, no, I'm coming. I had to find which bow you needed. So I heard something, and I kind of believe it. What? Oh yeah, you're getting dry. So I've heard that people on the West Coast are nice but not kind, and people on the East Coast are kind but not nice.
I don't know about that. I've been to both coasts. I've dipped my feeties in both the Pacific and the Atlantic, which is not impressive if you live in a place like Panama or Costa Rica, but it is impressive if you live in the United States. And I gotta say, the vibe I get, generally speaking, from just your average Joe out in the world, is nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit one way or the other, for the most part, right? That said, fucking, my brain just turned off. This is unfortunate. It's been one of those weeks.
I feel you.
Midwesterners? Oh yeah, they're real friendly. They're real friendly for the most part. Like to total strangers, at least.
I see. The thing is, though, is that I also have been on both coasts, and I have witnessed those things where on the West Coast you'll get, "Aw, are you okay?" but not actually helping me. Or, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better." Like, it's still not helping me. Whereas on the East Coast, I've gotten, you fucking moron. Let me give you a hand. You can't believe you fucking idiot. Come here, let me show you how to fucking change a goddamn tire, you fucking moron. And then we'll proceed to change my tire while still cussing me out.
Yeah, that's generally. I agree with Connor.
I don't know. I guess I've seen my fair share of assholes, you know?
Yeah, there are assholes everywhere.
There are quite a few assholes.
Yeah, no,
I also know
assholes.
quite a few chill people. You know, people who are just fucking chill dudes, fucking chill guys, chill gals, whatever, right? But like, look, you know, fucking, I hate that roof.
this goddamn little roof up here.
No, the one on the one we're gonna have to eventually replace.
Oh, there's a goddamn log up there too. I'm just now seeing.
I literally pointed out the log last time.
No. There was a different log. There's a different log. You pointed out the one on the other side of the roof.
I hate it. I hate it. Have I grabbed it?
No. I haven't grabbed it either. Hang on. Can I build up to it? No, I don't have any wood on me. God damn it.
I have wood.
Okay, that sounds like adorable. Tabitha just smacked Hannah in the face with a wet washcloth.
Okay, you see, that's the child on adult violence that I find cute.
And hilarious, yeah.
Have you ever seen the cheese challenge?
Is that the one where you throw a piece of cheese onto a baby's face?
Yes.
Adam has done that to Tabitha.
What happened?
Hannah got mad. Tabitha enjoyed cheese.
Fair enough. That
That'll
sounds like
do
a
it.
success to me.
It's also kind of funny. I was talking to another couple that I know that also have a 1-year-old child. My old co-star Danny now has a son who is 1-year-old.
Hey.
I don't know if he wants me to out his son's name on this, so I won't. But he has a son.
It's
Um,
Timothy.
Oh my god. Which also reminds me,
Timothy.
for whatever reason, I kind of want to
Timothy
name
Bones.
if I have a kid, I want to name him Theodore. Anyways, not the point.
I found copper, by the way, guys. There's a big old copper rock over here.
We go, Copper Rock.
Oh, there's one to the south. There's actually one closer that's to the east. Anyways, I told him.
Did you want to mark where I am so we know where this copper is in case we need it?
Yeah, sure. I told my buddy Danny and his wife about that, and both of them looked at me horrified, like, "Why would you do that to a child?" And I'm like, "Well, I think that'd be hilarious. Like, you wouldn't. If you had a kid, you'd understand." I'm like, another buddy of mine has a kid, and he thought it was hilarious too. Really? The kid wasn't traumatized? I'm like, no, she loved it. She got cheese.
Cheese is great.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with cheese.
No, cheese has a love-hate relationship with your stomach.
No. Cheese just has a hate relationship with its stomach. There's a little bit of a difference there. There we go.
What the hell was I saying? Oh!
Cheese.
So one of the original topics that I wanted to talk about today was something that I was talking about with Spooky. She's been playing a lot of Armored Core recently, specifically Armored Core 6. She's also posting videos on her channel, which I should throw a shout out to her YouTube channel at some point.
Armored Core. I've never gotten into it. It looks cool, though.
I played it so long ago. I very much enjoy this series. I have not played the most recent one. I absolutely want to play the most recent one. And I'm going to be playing.
I still remember how Armored Core used to make him smile.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, even.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to find her channel so I can give it a goddamn shout out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say I know what it is, but it's one of those things when my brain doesn't want to tell me the right name for it, and I don't want to say it without actually getting it right.
A little longer too, wider and longer.
I got it.
Pants and boots are different things.
I know. So
Same thing.
her channel is Ghostly on Onryo. I am gonna give out shout outs since she is a member here. Do I have shout outs? I do. Well, it's an art promotion. I'm just gonna change it to promotion at some point. Anyways.
I have another copper deposit on me if you want to.
Wow, that's like right next to it. All right, hang on. So anyways, she's been playing Armored Core and posting videos of her playthrough on her channel. That I believe I talked about. Did I talk about it on stream or not? The one where she was doing. She had a title that got censored from PlayStation, but it didn't get censored on YouTube.
I think so.
Yeah, I just don't remember if I talked about it on stream or not.
I think we talked about it on stream. I think we did.
But to bring it up again, it was the title that got censored was Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Illegal Entry.
That's right, illegal entry. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, Abe, since you remember this, Jacob, I don't know if you remember this, from that title, what do you think got flagged for censorship?
Oh, it's so stupid.
It's really stupid, and you'll smack yourself in the face when you hear it.
Fires?
No.
Nope. No.
Rubicon?
Yes, it was Rubicon.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. It's a river in Italy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we're gonna piss off the Caesarians or the Pompeians. You know, I think their time is long gone. But yeah, it's a river. It's a river in Italy. It's there.
Oh, fuck.
Don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the crossing the Rubicon has become a bit of a phrase in modern history, but even that is not anything censorable. So yeah, she got really confused as to why PlayStation censored that. YouTube was fine with it, but PlayStation was not, and she had no idea. But as I was saying, she's been talking to me about it with her Armored Core build, her AC builds, and she was talking about naming of the vehicles or naming the loadouts or whatever. And she asked me what I named my loadouts, if I named my loadouts even. And so that's something that I thought would be an interesting topic to bring up because some people I think can be boring and they'll just make a mech and it'll be named asterisk whatever default name that the thing came from. And some people actually like customizing their mechs. I, for example, like to use semi-unique weapon names for my mechs. Not like in-game weapon names, but like stuff like Arbalist or like the Mezzaluna, which technically is a weapon, but it's also a chef knife.
Well, technically, an arbalist is somebody who uses an arbalist, I believe.
An Arbalist is still a weapon, though.
Oh.
But did
An
you know the
arbalist
person
is somebody who
uses
uses
arbalist is also called an arbalist.
English, everybody. English language 101.
Yeah, it's both the name
what
for
is
the
the
person
name?
who uses it, and I mean, it's like a crossbowman is somebody who uses a crossbow.
Okay, but a crossbow man is called crossbow man. A crossbow man isn't called a crossbow.
Yeah, but a person who uses an arbalist is called an arbalist.
Yeah. Which is kind of fucking goofy in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit goofy.
But that got me. But we got talking in like, what other naming conventions do people use for their original characters or mechs or whatever things that they have in there? Like, for example, why are you hasting?
Why am I hasting?
Yes.
Well, Hasting was a real life dude.
Hang on,
He did a lot of fucking Viking shit.
Abe.
What? What?
I'm interjecting just because of Adam. A person called a hoe does not use a hoe.
English language. English language. It's fucking. It's a dumb language.
I know.
It's my language, and it's dumb.
It
and
is.
I get to criticize it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that interjection, but I felt that it was comical enough to warrant it.
Look, if somebody from fucking the Czech Republic, or Nigeria, or fucking Siam or whatever, if they came to me and they said English is a stupid language, I'd say, you're right, but why are you dissing on the English language? However, it is my native tongue, so I will call out the stupidity of the English language as much as I want.
I also feel like, not to get off topic again, but I also feel like, isn't English technically one of the hardest languages to learn as a second language? Due to its idiosyncrasies, its slang, vernacular, and various other things.
Yeah, I think so. It's because it's got so many fucking rules that contradict each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, as a primary language growing up with it, it's relatively easy for whatever reason. But as a secondary language, it's incredibly complex just because it's so goddamn convoluted. You had to have lived with it to understand it. A linguistic you had to have been there. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I suppose. English used to be a gendered language, like French or Spanish, but at some point in time, it dropped the genderedness for a lot of its words. Which is weird. So when learning a language that has, cats are inherently female, dogs are inherently male, or whatever, it's such an alien concept, at least to me, because I grew up with a language that didn't randomly gender its nouns. You know,
Hmm.
this wall is this is just a starter idea for the wall. You know, just a simple earthworks.
Vehicles are female. That just reminds me. You gotta treat a woman like you do a car. Explain.
Oil.
No.
Lots of oil.
Wait, did you say no?
That's a
What you said?
yes. It is a quote from Ben 10 where Kevin Levin is saying like
Yeah.
you gotta you gotta treat it like they women are like cars. You gotta do something, and like Gwen just goes and goes, huh? Care to elaborate? And Kevin very smartly thinks about it and goes, no.
No.
Nah, I'd argue treating or at least for a guy that likes cars, treating a woman like a car would be quite the compliment.
No, I agree. It's he didn't quite say treat a woman like you treat a car. Um, and considering Kevin Levin is a car guy, that was like his entire shtick in some of the later series. That would actually be a really good compliment. But it's just like whatever he said, it was just absolutely perfect and on point. So Haste back to the original ADHD topic. Hastings being a Viking, I'm guessing you chose that for your Viking dude, or is that a name that you use more regularly in other things?
Literally just for my Viking dude.
So what about you and Yorm? Is that something you just picked for this, or is that something that you use elsewhere? And where did you come up with it?
I used it. Have you ever played Dark Souls 3?
Uh, very briefly. I even played it on the channel for a little bit. I should continue that.
Very good game. You should finish it. It's
It is.
good.
It was great.
It's a lot more linear than Elden Ring is, but there's a little bit more leeway once you get to certain parts in finding the lords. Um, but Yorm is one of the lords of Cinder. He is the giant in the opening cinematic. You know, the giant that sits up with a giant fucking cleaver and he's just fucking massive.
Yeah, didn't they make him? Wasn't he one of the statues for one of the releases, or am I thinking of something else? No, but he. I think
Might
he is
be.
like on promotional art.
He is on a lot of promotional art. Do you know anything about the Storm King?
No.
Storm King.
The Storm King, yes. The Storm King is a boss in Demon Souls, the original Dark Souls, essentially. It is essentially a gigantic fucking manta ray that flies.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. And you have to use a special sword to essentially kill it.
Yes, the Storm Ruler is the sword, I believe. The Storm Ruler, only in the boss arena of the Storm King, uh, instead of like doing normal sword shit, you hold it above your head and you bring it down in a big overhead slash type thing, right? Like a murder stroke type swing. Yes, you know what a murder stroke is?
Stroking.
Yes. Um, so you essentially do that, and it just a giant wave of pressurized air cuts through the fucking landscape. And it's kind of badass the first time you do it. It's very cool. It's like the most expedient way to kill the Storm King.
Yeah, look, the first time you do a murder stroke, it's amazing. Like, wow. But the more you do it, the less appealing it becomes, and it kind of loses its flavor.
I don't want to agree with you, but
Murder stroke.
Of the Storm King boss fight is it's a gimmick, essentially. You go into the boss fight, you pick up the Storm Ruler, you switch it out with whatever it is you had, and you use the Storm Ruler to kill the Storm King. That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, there's a boss in Elden Ring that's much the same way.
Fucking Reichhard.
Yeah.
The Serpent Hunter Spear.
Right.
So the Storm Ruler shows up again. There's 2 of them in Dark Souls 3. One of them you find in the boss arena. Yorm has a throw. He gets up and comes after you. If you run to the back of the room behind his throne is the Storm Ruler. There are 2. The best part is if you do NPC quests correctly, an NPC will enter the fight as you do without you having to summon them. And it becomes not a fight between you and the boss and an NPC helping you. It's a fight between the boss and the NPC, and you're there. It's very cool lore-wise. It's very, very cool. But yes, it's a gimmick fight essentially. But Yorm is, the giant. He's the big boy. He's big and cool and shit.
Yeah. I think well done gimmick fights can be some of the best fights in an RPG, but they have to be done well to where the gimmick is more almost cinematic and thematic rather than just being something stupid that you have to luck upon or whatever.
So do you know of Sigurd and Sigmire and the Sigs of the Dark Souls series?
I know.
Sorry, did you say Sigmire or Sidmire?
Sigmire.
I do know a Sidmire, but I don't know a Sigmire.
I know Sidmire.
There's Sigmire, there's Sigurd. They are
There's
the
Squidward.
Onion Knights.
Sigurd.
You do not make fun of my onion, bro. Okay, man, that's a little too far.
The onion is too far.
But yeah, they're the Onion Knights because technically they're the Knights of Katarina, right? But most people, as like a dig at them, call them Onion Knights.
Well, their armor, their armor looks like they're a giant onion, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they're called that. They, however, do dislike that immensely.
Well, maybe they should get different armor then.
Well, it's fucking useful. It works. It works. It just works.
Yeah, turns out rounded armor, much like angle armor, is great for deflection.
It's very good. They are also some of the best knights, lore-wise, in the world. Like up there with Astora Knights are well known for being like faithful knights. Like they have the whole faith stat mixed in with all their fucking shit. Just the Knights of Katarina are just fucking baller. They go ham on everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are also
everything.
balls.
But
are they tungsten?
Yes.
Yes, they have balls of tungsten, and they are strong enough that it doesn't hurt them.
Yeah, they can survive the 4-pound ball sack.
They can.
Do you care about spoilers
or
anything?
No.
Okay, so in the Yorm fight, if you've done Sigmire, I think it is, Sigmire's quest line.
You just said Sidmire.
Sigmire?
Okay.
I said Sigmire. go in, you do his quest line, and you go into the Yorm fight. You enter the fog, right? And
Mhm.
then you like pause and you look backward, and Sigmire comes through the fog with a storm roller, and he's like, uh, "I've come to fulfill my oath, old friend." And it's like this whole thing, from the beginning that Sigmire's on a quest to fulfill an oath. He's undead, so he can never die. To an old friend of his, and so you're with him the entire time, helping him out of sticky situations and stuff like that. And eventually, it's like, oh, he's old. He's very old. Sigmire is fucking old as hell, like old enough to have been friends with Yorm the Giant before he was Yorm the Giant. And it's like, oh damn, oh shit. And it's like his oath was like, if I strayed, kill me kind of shit. And it's like, oh damn, this isn't me versus Yorm. This is Sigmire versus Yorm. I'm just watching.
I'm just the witness. Witness me!
You legitimately, I think it's more than half of the time Sigmire can handle the fight by himself.
Yeah, those I think are kind of the best ones where if you do things right and you trigger that sequence, you get the more lore um fights and whatnot.
So what do you think of this as an Earthworks idea for now, at least?
I like it.
It's 3 stone up, and then dig down 3 times for the outer trench.
Yeah.
And nothing terrestrial should be able to penetrate that area.
Yeah, and even if they do, it's kind of far enough back or far enough away from the main area that it shouldn't have collateral bleed through damage.
Yeah. I mean, there'll have to be a gate, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
We could do kind of a Bailiwick 2 gate thing. A gate at the lower end and a gate up top.
yeah. No, yeah. We could.
Where are you, Piggy? I need Piggy.
Oh, night piggy.
I require your flesh.
Uh-oh.
Mm, that got dark.
Uh-oh.
So I have been I've been I feel like I should talk about my name a little bit on here too. But I also don't know whether or not, I mean, I guess the channel knows I'm kind of called Norsimo. I don't know if I've ever actually talked about the origin of that name on stream.
I think you have. It's something to do with WoW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my original characters, I decided to name Omicron Persei 8 because Futurama was big at the time and it was a big influence on me. Only I couldn't figure out how to spell Persei, and I wanted to spell Persei. And back then, Google was not exactly a thing yet. I think it was pre-Google. Goddamn. So I had a chemistry book nearby, looked in the back, found Tau. Really, I like the idea of Omicron Tau. It just seemed to flow together. Went with it. Da da da. Got shortened to Omicron eventually. Made it Death Knight. Death Knight was kind of like the opposite of my shaman, so he had a reverse name. And for whatever reason, Norsimo just really stuck in my head, and I really liked that name.
It's Foggy.
Yeah, that's good. But anyways, talking about the Yorm fight and those kinds of fights reminded me of the fact that I'm playing a game right now that has a lot of cinematic and very impactful bosses in there. I have been absolutely addicted to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Like, absolutely addicted. To the point where I have now downloaded it on my PC because I'm going to start streaming it on Wit and Twit. On separate days, not on our Valheim and Chill days.
All right.
Um,
All right.
it is. I like to joke that it is an exceedingly French game because it is an exceedingly French game. Um,
Yeah, that one time where you shove a baguette up your enemy's fucking behind, screaming "Vive la France." That was pretty French.
oh, so you've played it?
Yeah. Pretty French game, yeah.
Yeah, that actually is a special move in the game.
Shoving a baguette.
No.
Okay, well there you go.
However,
Not to
it
say.
is a special costume. There are multiple special costumes called baguette, where
Oh,
uh, the character wears the very stereotypical mime French-looking outfit with the black pants, the suspenders, the white and black springs, the beret, and they have a fucking baguette. They have a fucking baguette strapped to their back.
wait, are they wearing a beret or a beret?
Beret, because it is, like,
Because one is a hat and the other
One
is
is
a
a
gun.
gun.
yeah.
One
Well,
of those things is a hat.
I mean, technically
these
there
things
are
look like,
guns in the game. They're closer to magical flintlock pistols than Barrett's.
It's a magical flintlock.
Um,
Magical.
I did
friendship.
post to some channel. I think I posted it to your Isn't This Interesting channel? Andy Serkis is a voice in the game. But he's not the motion capture for the character.
Oh, is he? Really?
Yeah, because again, game is exceedingly French. It's technically dubbed into English and not original because the studio is French. So while the main motion capture and the main the voices are French, they got a surprisingly big power names for the voice actors for the English cast. Like Gustav, the first character you meet in the game, is voiced by Charlie Cox of Marvel fame.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do not know who Charlie Cox is.
Daredevil.
Oh, okay. I have not really watched Daredevil. I'm sorry. But now I know who you're talking about. His name is Charlie Cox.
Yeah, apparently. I actually had to look that up too, so
Oh my god.
I was gaslighting you.
Look, Charlie Cox, I'm sure is a great actor, a decent human being, yada yada yada. That sounds like a porn name. I'm sorry.
I mean,
sounds like a
it
porn
does.
name.
It does a little bit. I also, I will
Everybody,
fully,
I'm Charlie Cox.
I will fully admit that I was gaslighting you slightly by trying to make it seem like he was such this big important name that even I knew him and whatnot. Yeah, I had no idea who the fuck Charlie Cox was until I looked him up. I know him as
Dart. Looked up Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
Nice.
The thankfully, because he is actually kind of famous, my search history is not tainted with that. It's tainted with lots of other things. But yeah, no, he's actually a pretty decently big actor, and he is most recently known for playing Daredevil in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But yeah, Andy Serkis voices a character in there, but he didn't do the motion capture. And the video that I posted to your Isn't This Interesting chat talks about how Andy Serkis found it challenging but rewarding to be getting into the head of a character that he didn't do the movement for.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't do the motion capture, and he also wasn't the vocal framework for which animation is built on, like he's done in the past. For those people who don't know Andy Serkis, shame on you for not knowing this man. You would know him as, say, Gollum, or as the Caesar from Planet of the Apes. He's absolutely prolific in motion capture work. He's known for being a very bombastic.
So okay, fun little tidbit. Before Andy Serkis did Gollum, for the most part, motion capture was seen as a form of acting, sure, but like not something you put your all into. You sort of fix things in post, yada yada yada, not a big thing. He put so much emotion and like body work and whatnot into it that not only did he bring Gollum to life, but he brought life to motion capture, and that kind of changed how people perceived motion capture, what motion capture can really do, and 3D animation layered over top of it. So, yeah, we a lot of modern motion capture 3D characters. We have to thank the hard work that Andy Serkis put into that one performance for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is a great guy. Love Andy Serkis. Great guy.
Oh yeah.
10 out of 10.
He's one of the most recognizable voices and character slash creature work when it comes to motion capture or animation capture for that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, because he just has that like such well known body movement and literally getting into the minds of these people that are not that are different than human, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good at that. So yeah, seeing that of him, because I didn't realize that he didn't do any of the motion capture work, then it made sense. And I gotta say too, I love the sound mixing and the voice lines and the character work for this game. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, spoil just a little bit of the game. I know I'm gonna play it, so a lot of the story I am gonna leave in there. But Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is an incredibly bleak game.
It's very obscure too.
Well, yes, it is actually. The premise
Can't
of
see it.
the premise of the game is that you have no idea that you're actually correct, Abe.
Yeah, you can't see it. It's obscure.
You have no idea. The premise of the game is that 67 years ago, the world was fractured. Big upheaval. The main city that you're in, was splintered off from the main continent by this godlike being known as the Paintress. And the Paintress is seen in front of a monolith on which she paints a number. It's a number that started at 100 and has been descending by 1 every year since. When she paints over a number, the new number, anyone that age or older dies. They go through what's known as gommage, which is French for erase. They literally get like turned into ash and flower petals. They poof away. We'll call it Thanos snapping for those of us who are familiar with that. It is year 33. Well, it starts in year 34, heading into year 33. They're going into gommage 33, essentially. And the idea is after every gommage, they send an expedition to the main continent to try and get to the Paintress and stop her, because this number that is decreasing every year, eventually, they're not going to be able to either have kids and raise kids in time for the kids to have any kind of life, but also, like, once it gets to 10 or lower, how are they going to survive that? Because anybody over the age of 10 will die, and there's a time limit on that.
Question. Are there people on the main continent?
I'm not going to answer that.
Well, okay, assuming that there are people on the main continent, and assuming they are not affected by this fromage, this cheese, right? Why don't they all hop on boats and sail somewhere else?
So let me get into that. The world has also been that at the same time that the fracture happened, these creatures known as Nevrons showed up, attacking everybody. The city of Lumiere was saved and not only being broken off from the main continent, which gave them
Is
time
Uh-huh.
which gave them time to build shields against the Nevron, they have lost all content with the main continent. Every single expedition that has gone out to the main continent has not returned. Not a single one returned.
Mm.
So, as far as they know, they're sending out people to die.
Right.
But it's
Okay.
it's the faint hope that one expedition will finally make it to the Paintress and stop this whole thing.
All right. Question. What's the name of the city again?
Lumiere.
Is it well lit?
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's also got a melting Eiffel Tower.
You know, I gotta say, I took a year of French in high school, and sometimes it helps me a little bit. Sometimes I get a little something out of that.
Oh, Abe, do I look like a professional wrestler to you? I think I do.
Hang on.
Maybe
Wait.
you might. It's kind of dark. Can we get? Can we get some light on this man? Oh yeah, you look like you're about to jump in from the top rope. Oh my God, he's got the metal chair.
And it's Rayquaza coming in with the metal chair.
You brought a bonking stick. Haha.
The Rayquaza coming in with the metal chair will never cease to make me smile and laugh. Just
We need more of that. We need
dumb
more
little
people being happy, you know.
Pokemon joke. But so as I was saying, very bleak game. Unintentionally one of the funniest games I've played in a long time. And I think like the dialogue in it is on point. For example, again, I am going to spoil this because there's 3 acts in this game. This is during Act 1. At one point, you're going to try. You get a password from somebody, and you have to go forward, use the password to get into this area, right? And so they go up to this guy who's standing there, like, oh, I need the password. And they're like, okay, well, remember what the chief said. We have to yell the password as loud as we can. And so they're like, okay. Well, Gustav, you're the loudest one here. By the way, Gustav is in a party of nothing but women.
Of course.
Just cuz.
Obviously.
Just cuz. I sent a picture of Gustav and his
Does
ladies.
he have a curly mustache?
I sent a picture of Gustav and his ladies into the chat.
I haven't looked at it yet. I'm focusing on the game. Does he have a curly mustache?
He does have a mustache, but it's not curly.
I'm slightly disappointed.
Hang on. Where did I put that? I threw it somewhere. Where the hell did I put it?
Where the hell did I put that?
Did I put it? Did I put it in hell diving? No, where did I put it? I threw it up somewhere.
It's a total fucking mystery. No one will ever fucking know. The knowledge is lost to the ages.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I hope that is the most upsetting thing you have to deal with all week. Isn't that a nice thing to hope for? I think that's a nice thing to hope for.
I agree. I am going to post something into here. Because I do think this is funny. It's going to be stuff from stream.
So I guess I'm an old person, by the way. The most upsetting thing that I'm willing to talk about that I've had to deal with this week is with all the weather going through the area and the changing air pressure. My knee's been acting up. So my joints, they sometimes act up when there's pressure changes, and like my knee's a little sore. It's pretty fucking stupid.
Wow, the picture that I sent to... So, okay, for one, I put a meme into Meat Poker's meme. We're doing a smoking a brisket, so I named it Meat Poker. I took a picture on my phone to do it. I'm gonna have to find this later. So I know I posted the picture. I may just send it to you guys later. Not the point.
I kind of want to see now. Come on.
Well, it's if you go to the meat poker, you'll see one picture from that game. I'll find the other picture and I'll post it later. Anyways, so Gustav goes to the guy who's standing in their way, and he yells the password at him, and the password just happens to be "Get out of my way." So he yells at this guy, "Get out of my way!" And the guy's like, "Well, you didn't have to be so rude." And Gustav is, "That was the password." He's like, "Well, she never told me the password. She just told me I had to wait for the password."
Now this is pod racing.
This is pod.
Yeah.
That's the level of writing I'm getting here. Not gonna lie. This is pod racing.
I'm not doing it justice. The game is hilarious. It really is. It's got a very
And if
bleak and
you-
dark setting, but the writing is on point.
Well,
And if you
you're gonna
watch,
do a playthrough
he'll-
of it, right?
Yeah, he's gonna stream it so you can find out. You can see how French it is, how much the writing is like. This is pod racing. You'll get to find out. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I plan on
I-
starting to stream this like tomorrow.
Oh my god. What?
So wait, have you beaten the game already? Or-
No, I want to stream it because I've already made a couple of mistakes that I can't go back and correct because it does auto saving. So I kind of I'm gonna like play through on my own to get ahead and know roughly what's going on and how to do it. But I am going to be streaming as well behind, correcting some of the things that I've missed, and to
Well-
showcase the game because holy crap, the game is fantastic and I want to share it with people.
Well, not to be a dick, but I'm going to probably wait till it's all out and you've beaten the game, and then I'm going to watch it all in one sitting.
All like 30 plus hours of it.
Yes.
He does do
I'll
that.
take off work. I will take off work. I don't give a fuck. Or I'll wait till the weekend. I don't care.
He's
I'll
that
spend
kind of
a few
crazy.
days watching the whole thing. Don't question me on this.
I'm the kind of guy who likes to keep up to date on things. Like I've been watching the Hunter the Parenting series that Alpha Busa has been putting out. Oh my god, that shit's great. And I recently started watching the Wizard Awakening series too. That's also fucking great. But I could wait until like 5 or 6 episodes have come out and then binge watch in one sitting, but I just can't help it. I gotta watch when it comes out. I gotta watch.
I have forgotten how dark Babar the Elephant, which is a children's book series, is.
Oh my god, it is dark, isn't it?
I forgot. I just remember it being really good. So I gave it as a gift to Adam and Hannah for Tabitha, completely
Oh my
forgetting how
God.
dark it was.
Um,
Oh boy.
That's not like it's not a bad gift though.
No, it's a
I wouldn't
fantastic
say that's a
it's a fantastic gift, and it's a great children's book series regardless. It's just, Babar is fighting a war. She seems to like it. The pictures are colorful. There's murder and death in the first book.
wait, who is she fighting?
The Babar is a boy. Babar's the king of the elephants.
You
Oh, I
did
thought
say
you said-
she. You
Yes.
said she.
She seems to like it. Tabitha likes the books.
Tabitha.
Oh,
Okay.
English is bad. Okay,
English is bad.
Babar. Who is he fighting?
They're fighting the rhinos.
Who are the
Fucking-
rhinos?
They're rhinos.
They're another race. The elephants are fighting the rhinos.
Yeah.
Isn't this
It's a
also
race war.
TV show?
Yeah, it was a children's
It was
TV
made
show.
into-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Who are the rhinos stand-ins for?
Some African nation, just like Babar and the elephants.
Which ones?
Fuck if I know, dude.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm just gonna say Rwandan genocide. There we go. I said it. I said what everyone was thinking. No, I don't think it's an allegory for the Hootsies and the Tootsies. Look at Yorm attacking me. Yeah, get it out of your system, buddy. There you go. Just like Babar.
You better turn on PvP right now.
Nope.
Turn on PvP right now.
I'm a
You
gremlin.
deserve a good bonking.
I'm a
You get back here and you
gremlin.
get bonked with the bonking stick.
But yeah, no. Oh no, it's an war is bad.
Yeah.
Here's a good rule of thumb, right? War is usually fucking stupid. There are times where it can be good, you know, where one fucker is so out of line, like for example, the Nazis were so far out of line that the rest of the world had to come together and put their shit down. But most of the time, war is fucking dumb.
I mean, yeah.
And people who wage it are kind of fucking dumb, or they're assholes. Either or both. Not mutually exclusive.
So,
being dumb and being an asshole.
Babar apparently is supposed to be a fictional country, supposedly in West Africa, with French characteristics. It's an elective monarchy, which is interesting. The rhinos. Yeah, Lord Rataxes. Even though he is supposedly the ruler, his wife's actually the ruler, which I think it's hilarious.
So, speaking of children's books, have you ever heard of Good Dog Carl?
No.
Good Dog Carl is great.
It's very cute. I love it very much. I want to acquire all of the books so that I might read them to my crotch goblin.
Yes. The incoming crotch goblin.
Incoming crotch goblin, yes.
Oh, that's interesting. So Rhino Land is made up of primarily jungle territory and borders neighboring Celestville.
Celestville?
Celestville is apparently the kingdom of Babar.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was worried that this was starting to go into a pony crossover.
Well, I mean, Doctor Who does officially exist in My Little Pony.
But does My Little Pony exist in Doctor Who?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You keep saying Barbar, and I keep thinking it's a reference to, like, the Barbary Pirates.
It might be. Well, because the Barbary pilots... The Barbary...
shipping in the Mediterranean with their fighter jets.
The Barbary pirates are pirates out of Africa, are they not?
North Africa.
Not now.
They used to be.
Yeah, I think Babar... I think Babar might be named kind of after that a little bit. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, they were Algerian, Tunisian, Berber, Moroccan pirates who raided the Mediterranean, the Western Mediterranean at least. Fun fact, the United States of America actually declared war on the Barbary pirates at one point. And we sent some ships in.
Which were the pirates that operated in that area? Which were the ones that were, like, the ones that took all the slaves? I believe they took quite a few slaves. And
I want to say it was the Barbary.
Was it them?
It might have been Barbary, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they enslaved a bunch of people, and then they also, I believe, sold a bunch of them to be janissaries, I think.
Slavery was very fucking common up until a couple 100 years ago. International slave trade was a big thing. Like, all over, you know? I mean, the most extreme case of international slavery was the African slave trade, of course. Everyone knows about the African slave trade. Fucking horrible. Nightmare.
According to Adam, it was the Somali pirates.
Might have been small, yeah. But here's a fun little story about slavery. Once upon a time, the Crusades were a thing, and these children, these like teenage children, were like, we're going to go on crusade, and they left home. They formed a small force, and they were going to reclaim the Holy Land. These fucking teenagers, right?
Oh my god, I do remember this
Teenage
story.
boys, teenage girls. They get to Italy, and Italian merchants are like, well, we'll take you to the Holy Land and you can go on crusade. So these kids, they get on these ships, and they are all immediately sold into slavery in North Africa. They're all immediately sold as slaves. Done. The Italians just took them and sold them into slavery. Ba-dum-bum. And that's the Children's Crusade for you. Crusades were fucking wild. They were... Holy shit. The Crusades were the Wild West of medieval European history. You know, everybody acting like a fucking moron. Which, yeah, I'll be honest here, hasn't really changed in, you know, the way people behave. They still act like fucking morons. But...
Oh my god,
holy
I'm gonna... Okay, so...
What a wild, wacky time.
I know I don't like to go into politics a lot here on Wit and Twit.
Oh god, please, can we not today?
There are two things I want to bring up. Maybe three, depending upon how the first two are viewed.
Hey, put away your axe and shield, you dingleberry.
So, the two things that I bring up are basically one thing, but they're two things at the same time. And that is Trump and his AI photography. Specifically, his posting for May 4th of his Jedi Trump image.
I haven't seen that, nor do I wish to.
So you don't have to see it. I'm gonna describe it a little bit to you. This is Trump, an AI image of Trump, as he said is bingo. It's Jedi Master Trump with two American eagles and him just jacked to the nines, which we all know is false, wielding a lightsaber, and he has a lightsaber.
Is it red?
It's fucking red.
Oh my god.
This is like Trump and his cultural illiteracy once again proving to be absolutely glorious.
Fucking.
Oh my god. The other AI piece of art, which, oh dear sweet summer child.
Guys, I think the president might be a Sith Lord. A Sith Lord? Yeah.
I have to piss real quick. I'll be listening, but pissing.
No, go ahead. Yeah, no, Adam beat me to the punch here. The other piece of AI art, which has everybody up in arms, and again shows his cultural illiteracy, shortly after Pope Francis passed away, God rest his weary soul.
The Pope.
Yeah.
I have. Oh god, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Not only was it him as the Pope, but him saying, reposting this image saying, "Oh, maybe I should be Pope."
No. Look, I'm not Catholic, right? But like, the only people eligible to be Pope are people who have been in church hierarchy, working their way down to the top, you know, as fucking priests working their way all the way up for decades.
Not only that,
their whole lives.
See, here's the other thing, though.
They're supposed to. They don't always do. Often there's some skeletons in the closet. They're supposed to exemplify Christian virtues, right?
No, not Christian virtues.
People.
Catholic virtues.
Catholic, right.
I bring that up very specifically because, as Trump has stated, he is not a Catholic.
Yeah. He's not. He's not even I mean, I wouldn't even joke about being Pope because it's not my religion.
Yeah. I mean, technically I haven't been to seminary, but I have more qualifications of being Pope than Trump does.
You were raised Catholic.
I was raised Catholic. I was baptized. I took part in the communion. I can't remember what the hell that's called now.
What, communion?
Yeah.
It's called communion.
No, there's a very particular name for it.
Eucharist?
No, there's a name for the rite.
What? It's First Communion.
N-
Yes.
No, there. I'm gonna fucking look this up now.
Bar mitzvah. No, wait, wrong religion.
Also,
That's not
one of the
Catholic.
big things for like running for pope, I believe, is not being an adulterer.
Confirmation.
That's big.
Oh yeah.
Confirmation, yes.
Yeah. Well, you confirm that you had your schneckle snipped. Wait a minute. No, wrong religion. Again.
Also, Adam beating me to it. I didn't see it because I tabbed out to go look it up. But yeah, confirmation. Yeah, I had that. So I mean, again, I might be a little old for this, but I could technically still enter the seminary and become a priest and theoretically work my way up closer to being a pope than
Look,
Trump.
you wouldn't be the first pope with pagan leanings. I don't think you'll get to that point.
Oh, probably not.
Again, given your pagan leanings.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Pagan. Wait, pagan. It's not pagan.
No, I'm pagan.
Protestant.
I'm not Protestant.
No.
You're not Protestant?
No.
Wait, what are you then?
Pagan.
He's pagan.
Yeah, I'm pagan.
What kind of pagan?
He believes in many gods.
Yes.
Which ones?
Most of them are
These
dead
the
or
only
banished.
gods we approve of.
Hey, it's not my fault. My pantheon found me, and most of them happen to be dead or banished.
Wait, which ones? Which ones? Come on, I need to know now.
No,
I can't believe you haven't heard the pagan spiel.
Yeah, no, that like it's not an established pagan religion. And when I say a pantheon found me, I mean literally for my own sake, my pantheon found me. However, most of them are dead and or banished. So not only are their names essentially lost to time, but most of them are lost to time. It's not an established pagan thing.
He's a neo-pagan. A lot of modern paganism, because how much paganism was stamped out over the last 1,000 years, 1,000+ years.
Doesn't paganism literally just refer to any monotheistic religion?
No, it was any religion. It was any religion that was not the big three.
Yes. So that's a very large range. Like,
Okay. I don't think Buddhism or Shinto or Hinduism
guys, come here.
or Taoism, I don't think those count as pagan. Ow.
Neat trick. When you jump out of the hot tub, you can stand on the back and it'll dry you off.
Oh. I'm also smoking.
You are taking damage.
Okay, I'll stand on the chimney.
Yes, but I use the term paganism because going into the actual tenets of my particular religion gets into it, because it is quite literally my religion, it's not anyone else's. At some point, I could go and proselytize and convert people to my religion, but I don't really want to.
So, I've had this conversation with other people. I'll have it here too. I do not care what faith anybody follows. Whether they follow my religion, which happens to be Judaism, whether they follow a different faith, Christianity, pagan, Islam, whatever. Whether they don't believe in a religion at all. Whether they're not sure God exists. I don't care. As long as you're not an evangelist about it. The minute you try to convert me to your faith, then that shit's over. I don't care what religion you are, but you're kind of a jerk. Even if you're an atheist, anybody can be an evangelist.
Yep.
And those evangelists are the worst. I do not like evangelists. I mean, I get it. Oftentimes they're trying to save your soul or whatever, but it's like, come on. Everybody has to find their own path through this wild and crazy world that has that exists.
Yeah.
You know,
And once I raise my gods from the dead and we start to take over the world, then I'll proselytize.
and then I'll think you're a dick. And
Not
yeah,
evangelize,
that.
proselytize. There's a difference.
Whatever. Point is,
Evangelizing is the bad kind.
evangelicals-
Proselytizing is where I go, hey, why don't you believe in my God here? He's kind of cool. Also, did you see he's actually here? He's the God. Yeah, that's fire. He is creating a whole new world kind of thing. You want to join us? No? Cool, whatever. I mean, if you want to, we got brisket, but yeah.
Is this a tenet of the religion?
No, I maybe.
It is now.
Um,
Every Wednesday, thou shalt eat brisket.
Yeah, there are no real tenets to my religion, which is nice. I mean, the
grandma used to make a mean brisket.
yeah.
Now she's in her 90s and doesn't cook anymore. But she used to make a mean brisket.
Yeah, it would insult you when you went to eat it.
Yeah, it was so rude. Such an asshole brisket.
but delicious.
Tasted good though. But oh my, it's almost 9 already.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
So there is.
We got some stuff done today.
Yeah, we built the farm.
We built the farm. We built the pen for the boars, which we didn't go find. I started constructing the earthworks, and then we rambled for like an hour.
Oh, I didn't talk about the other topic I was going to talk about that's political.
Oh.
This one is a little more contentious, but go ahead.
What's the one where it's like atheism, but there isn't a God. It's I don't know if there's
agnostic.
a God.
Agnostic, yeah.
Agnostic, yeah.
And even agnosticism has certain shades to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, of the atheists, I think the Pastafarians are the most hilarious.
They are. Quick, we're talking too much about religion. Quick, let's switch to something more PG. Politics.
Yeah.
What did you want to say before we close?
Yeah,
what fucking bombshell you want to drop?
I don't know if you have seen recently. Also, we've got the definition on pagan and stuff from stream from Adam. Thank you, Adam. I don't know if you've seen this interview, but Trump is on record for saying, when asked directly if he would uphold the tenets of the Constitution,
if it's his job to uphold the Constitution.
No, yeah. he was asked if he would uphold the Constitution. The question was if he would uphold the Constitution, and his answer was, "I don't know. I have a team of brilliant lawyers, and they'll make sure we do stuff."
Yeah.
And that concerns me greatly.
Yeah, it should concern everybody, but we live in the world we live in.
Yeah, that is the last topic I wanted to bring up in terms of politics. Now, even though we're 2 minutes to 9, let me explain the tenets of my religion.
Go for it. Fuck it. Why not? We on Wednesdays.
How do you emote? How do I emote?
I don't remember, but
you could sit by hitting X. I don't remember the other emotes.
Really? Unga bunga. All right.
Ready for story time.
So, well, I don't really have tenets. The main core values of my religion, if you will, is that there are beings and spirits and powers beyond human comprehension. That being good and kind, generally just be good and kind and live life, to value the flow of energy around you, and bring more light into the world than darkness.
And you know, that's the kind of thing I think everybody should agree on. You know, just don't be an asshole, right? Don't do dumb, dickish bullshit that ruins fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, there is one other main thing. And that is the Christian God is actually the God of men, and he's a huge dick. Good night, everybody.
If somebody happens to believe in that God, minus the whole having a son thing, I disagree with you. You're your own human being, and you can. That's what I mean. I'm chill with everybody.
No,
I don't care.
I know. I wanted to do that, drop that bomb, and then just like hit stream and run.
Run away.
The religions I like the most are Zoroastrianism and
They're pretty cool.
Ism.
What was?
Sikhism?
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sikhs
just
are pretty cool.
don't know how to convert. Don't know how. Probably never gonna learn. But,
Well, I mean,
know,
do you actually want to know how you can convert religions?
Well, I know. Well, where the fuck am
Step
I?
one,
going to
give me
find-
$30. Step two,
uncircumcise myself.
grow back. And on that note, remember to grow back your foreskin if you want to convert. And we'll see you next time.
Well, I will actually finish this off by talking about this a little bit. Like, do you actually want to convert to either Zoroastrianism or Sikhism?
Well, how would I?
You go to a Zoroastrian or Sikh temple and you inquire more there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where are those places?
Google.
In
Google.
fucking where we are.
Google.
I guarantee you there is. I would be surprised if there wasn't a Sikh temple or a Zoroastrian temple in the nearest metropole. I would be surprised.
So let's see. There is the Sikh Association of Baltimore in Owings Mills. There's one on the east side of Baltimore. I mean, it's a little bit far away from Bel Air, but let me look. Zoroastrianism.
There are plenty
Zoroastrian
of Sikhs
temple near me.
There are plenty of Sikhs in the Baltimore, Washington area.
Yeah. So there is you could look into the Zoroastrian Association of the Metropolitan Washington area. There's not so much temples as that, but you can contact them there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Oh, there is also the dudism.com. If you are looking for another religion, if you give me some money, I can give you my Bible that I don't have yet.
Nice.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, there's plenty. If long story short, the information is out there if you want to look for it. Never feel like you should be trapped in any one religion. Never feel if your religion teaches you not to ask questions, start asking questions until you find what is right for you.
You know what one of the big things I love about my religion is? Literally, asking questions is like our pastime. It's what we do.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. It's great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Have a wonderful night, lovelies. Never stop asking questions. Always find that wit, even if you're being a little twit.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.